Hello, my friends. How are you guys today? Good morning and happy Monday. Caw-caw. So nice to see you. Welcome to another episode of Positive Vibes with Amanda. I'm just going to mess with my hair for like 60 years. It's never good. It's never good enough. How was everyone's weekend? I hope you had a great weekend. I had a busy weekend per usual, but that's okay. I made it busy. That's how it works. So today we're going to talk about a few things. I wanted to talk about time management because I suck at it. And I wanted to talk about, I made notes. I don't know where they went. Time management, grace, rest, and music. That's what I want to talk about today. So that's what we're going to talk about. And then I'm going to do some unboxings. I've got some Happy Mail, so I thought I'd save that and do that here so you guys could see what I got in the mail, because it's never a bad day when you get a box of Happy Mail from Knickknacks or whatnot or eBay or wherever the heck you bought something from. So cheers to you guys. Sup? What's going on, Miss Erin? How are you? Good morning, honey. Nice to see you. So my reverse list. Toss your reverse list in. Oh my God, 10:30. You're right. And I was early. I was so panicked that I was going to be late. So you have no idea. Good morning. I'm early. This is why it's important to write things down multiple places. This is good though. This is good. It's a great example of the best intentions and then just not doing it. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Rebel. How was the Christmas show yesterday, Rebel? I hope it went well. Looked like you guys were having fun. You have a giant storage unit, and I'm very jealous. That's amazing. Good for you. So yeah, we're going to talk about time management and how I'm bad at it. Because obviously, I didn't manage my time well enough to realize what time it was. Good. I'm glad it was fun. I'm so glad. So how do you guys break up your day? Like, I know we talk about making lists and getting things done, but how do we actually execute the plan, right? Making a list is great, but if you don't do the list, it's still not going to do anything for you, right? Okay, be careful. We already went to the post office too. Everything I sold yesterday, day before, I don't know. It's gone. I don't know what's happening right now. So I'm a spaz, and I go from task to task to task, and I bounce around. Okay, that is not the most ideal way to do it. Let me tell you, it's a lot of wasted energy. So take the time to sit down at least once a week and plan out your week. So this is what I did yesterday. So I sat down and I was like, all right, what are we doing this week? I have stuff. So let's figure out how I'm going to get this stuff done. So today I've got this show, and then I've got trivia at 7:00 on Knickknacks with Kristen. So for today, I had to make sure I had notes for today's show. I was not on time. I'm early. But I've always been early. I've always been one of those people that are like, oh, you want me to be there at 10:30? I'll be there at 10:15. because I can't be late. I just can't. I can't do it. Oh my God, my hair today. Rebel, fix it. Fix it. Um, so, I wrote down, okay, this is what I have to get done for 10 a.m. And then trivia, it's a shop my shelf. So I have to rearrange my shelf. So that's on my list, right? So after the show, I'm going to reset my shelf for Shop My Shelves tonight so that it's easier for everyone to see things. There's new things for you to see. Oh, welcome back. That was fast. Good job. Gold star. So that's how I'm going to get that done. And then I have the notorious random stuff I have to get done every day, like a YouTube short and at least 2 eBay listings. So I have slacked last week on eBay listings. I did 2 a day for most of the week, and then I missed like 3 days. So yesterday I made up for it, and I listed 8 items. And within minutes of listing one of the items, it sold. And I was so excited. That's right, come fix it. It's so terrible. So I was really excited. So that was awesome. And then this morning I woke up to another sale on eBay. So post. It won't ever sell unless you put it on the internet. Okay? On whatever platform you want. Do your thing. Put it on Knickknacks. Put it on eBay. Put it on Poshmark. Put it on Marketplace. Whatever works for you. I'm going to put this bad boy today. This is one of the listings I want to do today. This guy is going to go on Facebook Marketplace because I don't want to ship him. I mean, I can. I've done it. I know how to ship large pieces of glass. It's not as complicated as you think it is. However, I'm going to avoid that at all costs. So this is a cased Italian glass swung vase. How ridiculous is that? Isn't it gorgeous? It's very tall. I think it's 24 inches, 23, 24 inches, something like that. So this is going to go on Marketplace so it can stop living with me. Blue is not my color. If it was orange, it would not be going anywhere. All right, so Michelle's giving me her reverse list. I'm so excited. Got up at 6, took a shower, made lunches for me and the grandkids, printed designs on my Cricut for t-shirts, and now I'm on my way back to work. Yay! Michelle, you are killing it. I tend to keep lists on Post-it, sometimes in the phone at Notes app or list. Currently ignoring all the lists. Crocheting and watching. Yes, so I am a big fan of the Post-it note, especially if it's something I need to take with me. I put a Post-it on the door because I'm notorious for forgetting what I'm supposed to take with me. So Post-its go on the door. Other than that, the thing that has saved me and made me much more efficient is a planner. No joke, this thing saves my life. Except I didn't write 10:30 down. I wrote 10. So here we are, early. That's okay. You guys get special entrance. You're just here early. And those of you who are rewatching this, you get extra time. So whatevs, right? And crochet, that is necessary, frankly. It's going to help soothe your soul. It's going to help calm you down, relax you, prepare you for the day of shipping ahead, right? Because you have a lot of orders. Ta-da! So yeah. Let's do, well, no, I'll wait till 10. Remind me at 10:30 if I forget. We're going to do our affirmation. We're going to do our affirmation card at 10:30. Oh, I'm so hungry. I did not have a proper breakfast. So I need to do that. So yesterday, like I said, I sat down and I started my prep for the week. I also started thinking about my goals for next year. So I suggest if you're one of those people and you like to do that, get started. Just write it down. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. It has to make sense to you. Okay. So I'm writing down my business goals and then personal goals. And then on New Year's Eve, it's a tradition for me. Every year I do a vision board on New Year's Eve for the year ahead. So I'll find pictures in magazines or newspapers, or I'll print them off the interwebs. And you make a collage of things that you want. You're manifesting the future, right? If you put it in front of you and you say, this is mine, you're much more likely to get what you want, as opposed to, oh, I wish I had, because then you're never going to get it. You're just sitting there wishing. So, yeah, look at you. Already been to the doctor. Now that's a thing. That's great. Good for you. What did I do today? Woke up, coffee, made my kid lunch, took my boys to work and school, came back. Went to the post office. And then I started opening some Happy Mail. I've already taken pictures of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items to put on eBay. So that's done and ready to go so that I can post that later. And I cleaned up and reorganized a little bit on my table. And I opened all my Donald Ducks from Susie because I'm a Donald Duck lover. So that's my reverse list. Thank you for sharing, guys. You guys are on it. You guys know what to do. I'm so proud of you. Oh, yay. You guys are doing it. I love it. Real clothes. Oh, now you're pushing it. Now you're pushing it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I have a hoodie on and I have sweatpants on. This is how I took my family out into the world, and then I came back. I need to shower. That's the next thing. So after the show, shower, and what did I say I was going to do? Work on resetting for the Shop My Shelves. I also need to price stuff today for the booths. I had a great weekend at both booths. The one I can watch my sales, which is amazing. This is the best invention ever. It dings every time I make a sale at the one booth. Fantastic. The other one I have to manually go in and check, so I have no idea, but they said it was busy. So, God knows. So, God, I have so many ideas swimming around that I want to talk about. Sometimes the hamster wheel goes a little too fast for me to keep up. Okay, just keep that in mind. All right, time management. The lists help because then you can focus on one task at a time. But what I've tried this week, and I found it very interesting, was I used the timer method. Now this I heard about from my friend Susie, Apple House Glass. She sets timers. So what she'll do is she'll set a timer for 15 minutes. She's like, all right, I have 15 minutes to clean off this table. It's not 15 minutes to clean the entire room. You take the task that is massive at hand, like say reorganizing this space. You wouldn't say, okay, I'm going to do 15 minutes of it. You're not going to know where to start, right? You have to logically think about it, break it down, and this helps with your time management because then you can set goals and make lists according to what needs to get done in a healthy way. Okay. So for example, if I was going to reorganize this entire room, I would not say, okay, 15 minutes. All right. What I would do is say, okay, this shelf needs to get reset. We're going to start there. So I'm going to give myself 15 minutes to work on that shelf and then stop. And if I feel like I can keep going, if I feel like I'm making progress, then I keep going. All right. You set another timer, say, okay, for this 15 minutes, I'm going to work on this shelf. And then maybe you get burnt out from doing that. And you're like, I can't anymore. That's great. Set a timer. Go take a 20-minute break. Go eat lunch. Whatever you need to do. Take a break in between. Let your brain rest. Everybody needs a brain break. That's the best phrase I learned from my kid from going to school was a brain break. Because we all need that. We all need like 10 minutes to just get the wiggles out. It doesn't matter if we're 4 or 40. We all get sometimes, and we need to let it out. You got to allow yourself that grace. Okay? You know what I did yesterday when I was packing? I sang and danced the whole time. The whole time. It helped me get all my frustrations out. It relaxed me. It made it more fun and interesting and hilarious to me. I'm not there to entertain anybody else but myself in that moment, right? And I had a great time. Okay? So don't ever be afraid to have a good time by yourself. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. Anyway, there is not enough coffee in the world today. So does that make sense? Breaking it down and creating lists and setting timers can help you achieve things more efficiently with less stress, right? I know you're driving, Michelle. Hello, everybody who is here. Thanks for coming in. If you don't know me, I'm Amanda. This is Candyland. And we're talking about getting it done. So if you're new here, introduce yourself. Say hi. If you're a reseller, tell us where you sell. If you're a buyer, just say hi. If you're just a regular person, say hi too. I want to say hi to everybody. So I'm excited that you're here. And I'm early, so I appreciate you guys coming in. Anyway, goals. So let's talk about goals a little bit. What do you guys do right now as far as goals? Do you have a weekly goal, a daily goal, a sale goal, that sort of thing? Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose. Tell me things. So I was talking to my friend Crystal last night, Miss Adored, those of you who know. And we were talking about work, because that's what you do, right? You get on the phone and you're like, all right, yap, yap, yap. Talking to somebody who's in the same business is so cathartic sometimes because they can empathize with you about issues you're having or problems you're having, and they bring a different perspective. And that is why I love talking to everyone, because you all have a unique perspective on everything. And you know what? I can learn something powerful from each of you. Okay, so that's why I encourage everyone to share, because it's only going to make us stronger. Okay, it's not a competition. If you think of it as a competition, you're always going to lose. Okay, we're in it together. If you support each other and put goodness into the universe, more goodness will come back to you. I'm a hippie, get over it. You're just going to have to deal with it, right? So I'm going to say some of my goals out loud, which is also pretty powerful. I know it sounds silly. I know it sounds strange. And you're like, why? It's not going to do anything. But it does. It speaks it into existence, right? It puts it out into the universe. When you hear it, when you see it, when you write it, it's much more likely to happen because you're going to remember. You're going to continue to work towards that goal, right? So my goal for next year, this is relating to Candyland. Okay, this has nothing to do with me. That's a different show. That's a whole nother show, kids. My online sales goals for next year is $80,000. That's my goal. It's a lofty goal. But you know what? I can't do it unless I try. I can't do it unless I say it. And when I say it out loud, I become accountable for my decision. And you both heard it. Because there's only 2 of you in here now. And I appreciate both of you. So yearly sales goal is 80 grand, which means every month I need to make $6,700. That's a challenge. That's a challenge, right? That's not just like, yeah, sure, no problem. You have to realize that this is my full-time gig. This is what I do. I don't have a day job. I don't have a part-time job. My husband works in a 9 to 5. So, that's some of our stability. But this is, as you know, as a reseller, it's dicey. You cannot count on anything. You have to work and work and work and work and work and make it happen, which is great for me because that's my personality. I need to always be doing something, always be working towards something. It really helps me focus and get things done. All right. So every week I'm going to need to make almost $1,700. So I got to split that up into shows across wherever. Okay. And static listings. So that's including, I sell on several platforms. So that's between knickknacks, whatnot, eBay, and my new Etsy store, which I still have not put much effort into. I need to do that. So that's on my goal list. Okay, so between those 4 places, I need to make those sales. And then the booth stuff, I haven't even gotten there. But that's what I have started. I also want to do theme months for the one booth I have. I have 2 booths. But it seems to be successful when my whole booth is a cohesive theme of something. Right now, it's all Christmas. It's all Christmas. There's a couple pieces that are not specifically Christmas, but go with the vibe, right? And that's been working really well. I finally, I think, found the niche over there for that. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to plan out some themes, and that'll help me shop and source appropriately so that I don't waste money and effort on things that aren't going to sell. So take a look at what is working in your booth. If you get a printout every month, or if they save the tags from your stuff, go through them at the end of your month and be like, okay, cool. This is what I sold. This is what people liked. This is the price point that went really well. Let's add more of that, right? Cross postings. Yes. I am not a big fan of cross posting. That's me personally. And you do you, boo. Like I said, I'm not a guru. This is just what works for me. But I've gotten bit on the butt several times by cross posting things. So I don't post the same thing on multiple platforms anymore. I can't, because I'll sell it twice. When it's sitting there for months and nobody wants it, and all of a sudden it'll sell twice in the same day. That has happened 3 times. And I'm like, what? How? Like within hours of each other. It's wacky. So different things on different platforms, because not everything works everywhere, right? My goal next year is to have a goal. Oh, yay! Oh, sweetheart. This has been my first year. You are inspiring me. This has been my first year doing this gig, and I have treated it more like a hobby than a business. Well, if it is a hobby, that's okay too. You know what I mean? Not everybody has to hit the ground running. Not everybody has to be hardcore about it. If you're enjoying the way you're doing it, go for it. But if you want to grow, if you want to increase your sales and increase your satisfaction, just hang out. I'm only here for joy and encouragement and positivity, and I share with you what I know. And I encourage you guys to do the same with me. Please, if you know something or if you've tried something and it works, please tell the class, share with the class. And it's, I never thought when I first started doing this that it would be a full-time thing. So this has been a whirlwind. I'm going on 4 years, 5 years this March. So, and I've been full-time for about half of it. Yeah. Year 2 is about the business. Let's go, Michelle. You got this. You got this. You got this. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So like I was saying about the vision board, I do one every New Year's Eve. I'm going to be doing it live this year. I'm going to bring you all along on the crazy ride with me on New Year's Eve. We're going to do it together. So I encourage you to do your own in any way you like. I think I'm going to do mine a little differently this year. You'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to give it away, but it's not going to be a collage. I'll tell you that. I'm going to write something down. Taking notes is important because then you remember stuff. Okay. That. Perfect. Okay. Note taken. So, picking the thought I'm trying to share. I'm like, we could go here, we could go there, we could go here. So I'm very excited about next year. I'm trying to plan out how many shows I'm going to do on Knickknacks, how many shows I'm going to do on Whatnot. eBay listings, at least 2 every day, if not more. And Etsy, I need to get listed. And the whole idea with Etsy is to sell all my handmade. Obviously, we have mainly made too, and I'll be listing stuff on there as well. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I love mainly made, but I guess I got to put that on the list. Mainly made. So soon I'm going to start doing art during these shows. I'm going to be crafting and creating while I talk to you. So I'm not just sitting here talking to you and you get to see something else fun. Okay. And that stuff that I create here on YouTube is what I'm going to sell over on Etsy. Okay. And the things I make on Mainly Made will be sold on Mainly Made. The stuff I make on Whatnot will be sold on Whatnot, that sort of thing. So I'm shifting my focus a little bit next year from all of the things because I am a squirrel and I'm like, what? Oh, look at that thing. Oh, that's pretty. Let's get that. And then all the ideas, all my plans go out of the window. So next year when I go shopping, when I go sourcing to find things, I'm going to bring a list. If it's not on the list, I can't get it. Now, I've gotten much better over time with buying items that don't do anything except sit there and stare back at me, right? We've all had those moments where you buy something and you're like, this is so cute. Everybody's going to love it. And no one likes it but you. Do you see the top shelf? It's a lot of weird up there. A lot of weird up there. It's all my weird because at some point I bought it to sell and it didn't. So now it's mine. So that will help reel in what I purchase because I really need to focus on things that are burn and turn, right? Especially with the theme months for the booth that I'm planning on. And I want to get into furniture because I have the space. So why not in the booths? I don't have the space at home. That's ridiculous. I'm going to start doing my own furniture, like painting. So I'm very excited about that. That's a goal to start not refinishing, but upcycling furniture because I feel like that would be a great seller at my one booth. Everyone loves furniture at that one. So we're going to try that. We're gonna jump into that game head first. So I'm excited about that. So, and I started to make a list because again, I squirrel and I'm like, what do I make? Right? I'm an artist. but my brain doesn't think, okay, well, we're going to make these 3 things today. It's go down there and figure it out. That's not very effective. It's not very efficient. It's fun. And of course, I can do that sometimes. But if I'm going to create art to sell, I need to be a little bit more focused, right? Make a list, make a plan, have the stuff on hand so I can just rock it out, right? So I wrote down ideas like shadow boxes. I want to try watercolors. Obviously, I do abstract acrylic paintings. Those will be always there. Junk journal covers. I'm not so good at the middles, but I'm good at creating whatever it should be on the front, right? I want to make these little faux boutonnieres out of thimbles, so I'm going to attempt that. Kits you can wear. I have no idea what that means, but we'll figure it out. It was an idea, and I was like, we'll fall down that rabbit hole one day. Double-sided pendant drops, kind of like a car decoration kind of thing. And then I want to start working on a giant collaged canvas, like huge. So I'm very excited about all of that, and that will help me focus and figure out exactly what kind of things I want to sell on Etsy, what kinds of things I want to sell on Mainly Made, and so on and so forth. Because what I've learned over time is that every platform is different. There are different buyers on every platform, and not everybody likes the same thing. It's deadly apparent once you're doing this for a while. You know, I was when I was full time on Whatnot before Knickknacks existed. Kitsch and weird I was the queen of kitsch and weird and minis. That's all I would sell. And it would fly out my door. I come over here to Knickknacks. Nobody wants weird. Not the kind of weird that Whatnotters want. Not the kind of weird Whatnotters want. Whatnotters will buy baby legs and baby heads, like dolls and stuff. Y'all here on Knickknacks, or y'all on Knickknacks, do not buy that sort of thing. It's much more glass and pottery, and even now it's changing. You know, things that we're selling 6 months ago aren't that important anymore. So it's important to pay attention to what's moving for others as well as yourself. That way you can be smarter about your purchases as well. So yeah, it's fun to think about the future. For me, I like to look ahead and plan. I'm very much a planner. It helps me get it done. And this week is going to be a crazy week. Again, 2 shows today. I'm off tomorrow from the interwebs. But I have to stock booth number 2. Wednesday, I've got jewelry, and I have to stock booth number 1. Thursday, I've got 2 art shows. One on Mainly Made, one on Knickknacks. Nope, just kidding. One on Knickknacks and one on Whatnot. And then the 13th, Friday, I'm doing a special show on Whatnot called Winter Wonderland, or Whatnot Wonderland, where we are going to feature Christmas and kitsch. It's going to be awesome. And then on Saturday, we're going to do paper again on Knickknacks. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. That has been working out very well for me lately. So I'm just going to keep on rolling with the paper. Yes, the junk drawer sales were so fun. I love the tinies, and you know, it's not the same. It's not the same over here. Thank you for asking. Hi, Heath. In my booth, so I have 2. Fairview is right now it's all Christmas. So I have ornaments, I have plates, die cuts, figurines. I have milk glass in there. I have green glass. I have red glass. I have and some vintage kitchen pot serveware. I have Hall's Superior Pottery in there right now as well. And just a few postcards. I do a little bit of ephemera there. but people are specific, so they don't sell as fast over there. And I don't have as much space as I do as my big booth. My big booth in Tremont, I've got a little bit of everything. I have an entire bookcase filled with about 75 books, from cooking to novels to nature to astrology to sci-fi. I have a little bit of everything in books. I have tons of glass at my booth. I have Empoli, I have stretch vases, swung vases, candy dishes. Ashtrays don't move as fast. Clear glass is rough, but I do have some there. I love clear glass, so I'm never going to give it up. What else do I sell there? I have plenty of kitsch and a little bit of Christmas. I brought a tree this year. It was a big, I don't have a, let me see if I have a picture. It's a 9-foot metal tree that I covered in rainbow garland. It's amazing. It's so cool. And then I hung toys and ornaments from it because they're stocking stuffers, and I thought it was a good idea. Here, hold on. Where are you, tree? Where's the tree? Is that the tree? That's not the tree. Did I not put the tree in the last pictures? What is wrong with me? Okay, hold on. There it is. Nope. Almost. Very close. Okay. It's a terrible picture of it, but I will show it to you. It's taking me a second. All right. We're going to see if you can see this right. So do you see the tree there? Boop. Right there. So, hi, Heidi. I'm so glad you found me. So that's one side of my booth. And this is the other side. So I have t-shirts, clothes sell really well. Anything Cleveland themed, Cleveland Browns, Indians, that sort of thing. I've got tons of coffee mugs and cookbooks. I've got pottery. I've got kitsch, that sort of thing. So that's what's in that booth. There's another picture of things I have in the booth. And then let me show you the other one, because it's very eclectic. So the Tremont one is in a giant mansion that was built in the early 1900s. It was one family the entire time, and then eventually it turned into a funeral home. So it could be haunted. I'm in the attic, of course, and it's really fantastic. And art. I have so much art, and it flies out of there. Okay, so there's little shots, but that's something I have at the other booth. I'm trying to find a wide shot of that one. I don't know if I got one or not. Nope, that's that booth. There's so many options. Nope. Oh, is that? Nope. Makes me crabby. Yeah, I don't have a full shot of my other booth, which is really, really dumb, frankly. I'll get some pictures tomorrow, though, and I'll post them up on Instagram so you guys can see them. But yeah, so it's I've got about, I've probably got 300 items in the one booth and about 150 in the other. That look? What look? I don't know what I did. Now I'm going to have to go back and rewatch because I don't know what the look was. So yeah. We're going to put the phone down because it's distracting because people are texting me. Well, yes. In theory, you won't, but in theory, you still will. You still will. My house is still covered in stuff. I've gotten much better at it, but it's still kind of everywhere. Sometimes you can't help it. Like for me, when I organize, if I'm doing a big rearrange and like things are really getting to me and it's starting to stress me out and make me cry, which happens, I take everything out and then I put it back. That's the only way. Like it's a full reset in my brain that I need to do. So like I'm still not done in here, but I took everything off of the shelf behind me except for the top. The top stays because that's mine. You can't have it. But the other shelves are not. So I took everything off all of the shelves, wiped the shelves down, and then I started putting it back. Sorry to break it to you, Heidi. And I interrupted myself. I was trying to say earlier that most of the time from here on out, we're going to do art during these shows so that I have stuff to sell. Right? I'm going to create. But today I can't go up and down the stairs. I twisted. So I have back issues. My spine doesn't like me. I had surgery last year. Was it last year? Last year? Yeah. Oh. I stepped wrong. My leg locked and I twisted. And now I can't put a whole lot of weight on my left leg. So I can't go up and down stairs. And my art room is in the basement. And the plan today was to reorganize and clean my room while I talk to you guys. But that fell out of favor for today. So I'm going to up on the meds. I'm going to take a shower after the show. I'm going to relax, make sure that I'm set up for 7 o'clock. And then I'm going to try and tackle it tomorrow. It so sucks. Because I can't. I will not accept it. I have a hard time saying to myself, you can't do that. Because that's not a word I understand. What do you mean I can't? I need to. Who else is going to do it? Right? So you roll with the punches. I used to get so upset and I'd cry and I'd swear and I'd scream like, this is ridiculous. Why can't I get this done? Blah, 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 blah. And you know what? All it did was raise my blood pressure. Yeah, right? Like, I will not accept that I can't do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to figure out a way that I can still do that. And the older I get, the more I realize, okay, maybe I do need to rest for like an hour. You know, maybe I should go to bed before midnight. Stuff like that. I do get up at 6 a.m. every day. I have responsibilities in the morning and I can't sleep in, even though I didn't go to bed till the wee hours of the night. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to balance and it's tough to deal with chronic pain and do all the things that you want to do. But I try to not make, it does not define me. It doesn't make me that. It just makes me have to do things a little differently. And that's okay. So I'm very much a positive person. It's always the glass is half full. It is never half empty. Okay. Because I was really negative and sad and judgmental for a long time when I was young. And I realized at a certain point that I don't operate well that way. Like, you know, you're a kid. You're learning how to be a person. You're learning how to grow up and be the best version of you. I said this to somebody yesterday. I don't remember who it was. But comparison is the thief of joy. If you remember that, you'll be golden. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. It's dumb. It's dumb. Don't be dumb. That quote and the other one that I live by is what you allow will continue. So if you allow someone to walk all over you, it will continue to happen. If you allow yourself to put off your responsibilities, it's going to continue to happen. You are the only one that can make the change. You got to get it done. If you want to move forward and move on and get bigger and make more money and be more successful and generally have a better mood, you got to do it. You just got to do it. You got to set boundaries and you got to say, you know what, enough is enough. And this is, I will no longer allow this in my life. It's a powerful line. I found it on Pinterest a decade ago. And I cut it out. I printed it out. I cut it out and I put it on my bulletin board in my office at the chocolate shop. Because it's employees are hard. And it was a good reminder every day. So yeah. It's very interesting. Anyway, we need to do our affirmation. Now, do you guys have any questions? Are you having a hard time with anything? Please tell me. Remember, we had worthiness last week. You are still worthy. Okay. We're going to put him back in the deck. We're going to shuffle the deck. I love these cards. And for those of you who care, I'm going to start doing a short with this every day. I'm going to, after we pick whatever it is that we have chosen, I will reinstate that in a short form on YouTube so that more people can see it. So, all right. I think, yep, this is the one. Hold on. My OCD, I have to put them back. I have to put them back right. Challenge. That is our affirmator for today. When a big challenge lands on my plate, I relish the stimulation and growth it brings. It's tempting to be daunted, but I'd rather stretch myself and prove I can pull off the almost impossible, because it's way more fun to be a total boss than a total baby. Relish. Michelle, hi. How are you? What's going on? Welcome. We were just reading our affirmation card for today, and it is challenge. And that couldn't have been a better pick for what we were just talking about. Stretch myself and prove I can pull off the almost impossible. You can, because you're going to allow that to continue, and you're not going to allow the BS to get into your head or into your life and stop you from reaching your goals, because you can do it. It is a good. Hi, Fruit. How are you? Welcome to the show. Are you a reseller or just a friend? It does not matter. Everyone is welcome. We talk about getting things done, being positive, supporting each other. It's a joy. Right? Absolutely. We can definitely do this. And we're going to get it done better because we're doing it together and we have each other for support. So if you're having a down day, reach out, because we are all here. I will always be a cheerleader for every single one of you. It does not matter. Okay. What was my saying? Well, welcome in. We're happy to have you. What was you saying? Okay, so you want me? I'll read it again. So this is the affirmation. And we were saying the quote that I was using was, "What you allow will continue." It's a powerful quote because it really can be a life changer. It hit me hard, honestly, when I had my own business, when I had the chocolate shop, and I found that meme or whatever it is. I don't quote. I had an employee who, like, so I got pregnant. I got stuck in the hospital for 3 months on bed rest. And I came back to a chocolate shop that was scattered and a mess, and it wasn't what I left because I wasn't there to lead, right? My husband was doing what he could. He was flustered because I was stuck in the hospital. So things were different when I got back to work, right? Not only did I bring my kid to work, I had to also do all of the work things that I felt like I needed to do. So, so this one employee would take advantage of the situation. She would take extra breaks. She would be out there for too long. She would call off. She wouldn't follow protocol with helping customers. Like, I had a whole spiel that you had to memorize, and you had to know what we had so that you could actually sell it. It wasn't just like, hi, what do you want in your box? It was real engaging conversation with people. And it went away when I was gone. So I had to have talks with her and tell her, hey, look, you need to do this. You need to up your game. You need to not do this. And then things didn't change and we had to let her go. But that quote helped me confront that I can't just let anybody mess with my well-being, because her not doing her job affected how my life ran. And that I am not okay with. So if someone else has an effect on your life and they're not doing it well, you need to address it so that it stops, because you're important just as much as everybody else. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. What you allow will continue. It was fantastic. So tangent. So we did that. Heidi. Hello, one gals. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. So I'm excited for all of us, because I think we're all going to benefit from helping each other, from talking to each other, just being here. If you guys want to be in the Facebook group, send me an email. It's candylandcuriosities@gmail.com. Okay. So if you want to be added to the Facebook group, we chat every day. We share listings. We share shows. We talk about what we're getting done, what we need to get done, and we encourage each other. Okay. It's a very positive space. So you're all invited. You just have to send me a message, because I don't know your name on Facebook. So it's really helped me, to be honest. This year has been rough. Not gonna lie. It has been a rough year. For a lot of different reasons, but creating this series and then doing the Facebook group has changed the way my days run. They're smoother. They're more organized. I am now accountable to a group of 24 right now, as opposed to a group of 4. So I have 24 faces looking at me and going, okay, are you going to do it? Because if you do it, then I can do it. So I need to keep that up. And that's such a great motivator for me, because I want to help you. And that's the goal in life, is to bring joy and help. That's it. So, thank you. That's the big thing, is I'm thankful for you guys, and I'm grateful for you for joining me on this journey and doing this with me, because it's super awesome. So, does anyone have any questions, or are you having any issues with anything? Like, what do you have a hard time with? Listing. I'm going to ask this every show, so that if there are questions, because things happen over the week, something might come up that you're not sure of, or you don't know how to do, or whatever. It's just another facet of me attempting to be beneficial to you. So are you trying to clean something out? Are you trying to I don't know. I can't think of problems. I don't want to think of problems. And that's okay if you don't. That's okay if you don't, because that's good. That means we're all golden, right? You guys are fun. You guys are fun. I don't want to think. I don't want to think of problems. I have enough problems that I don't need to make up. Oh, we're gonna open boxes. That's right. That was the fun part of the day. Let's open some Happy Mail. Let's see what I got. Fruit, that's pretty intense. You do. We're here for you, dude. It's a powerful thing to say. Clear out clutter from my craft room that has become a junk room. Oh, I feel that so hardcore, Michelle. My basement area is half storage and half art. So to try and divide and keep them divided is a challenge. That's right. The love is here. So this is from, who is this from? This is from My Petite Vintage Co. This is from Curie and Jamie, our friends who are Ricanata fans and experts. Oh, yeah, dude. Like I said, I was supposed to be down there today, but I can't walk downstairs. So I'm just sitting here and chilling out. My husband just texted me and asked how I was. I'm fine. I'm hanging out with my friends. All right. So I am one of those people. I don't think this can be saved, but I am one of those people that tries to save the packaging. I try and save every bit of packaging because it helps with cost of shipping, because shipping is expensive, but necessary. Don't chintz out on stuff, guys. It's important that your stuff get there safe. Oh my God, they're so cute. So they're little cranes. Look, I love them. They're little cranes. They're meant to be like chopstick holders, but they're little cacaws. So I needed more items for my mini shelf. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So I'm excited about these. These are really cute. Did you guys get any good Happy Mail this week? What did we get? Did we buy any goodness? I don't normally, like, I was a really bad shopper for a long time. And then I learned I can't do that. I would buy a lot of things. I've gotten that under control. So I don't get as many boxes as I used to. So it's exciting when they come now. It's not just expected. Oh, it totally takes up a bunch of room. You know what I do? Okay. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but I'll show you. Because I'm a glutton for punishment. Wow. All right. 2 tops and a jean jacket. Woo! All right. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Can I flip the camera? I don't know if I can. No. That turned it off. Layout. Nope. That's not it. Exit solo layout. Nope. All right. So we're going to flip it around and we're going to see. I don't know. It's YouTube. It's different. It's not the same. There's no like little button to go bloop and flip the camera. So just bear with me. Okay. All right. Oh. Ow. I got to stand up. I could just tell you, but no, this is a lot more entertaining, right? Okay. Under my table, I have boxes and tubs, and they're full of packaging. So this is all, what is this? Bubble wrap that has been salvaged. This is my new bubble wrap with randomness under here. I've got boxes that I cut up for paper. and miscellaneous in there. And then this is all my paper. So paper that comes in boxes, I save in there. Okay. So that's how I keep that organized underneath without getting everywhere. If it's full, which it is not, but if it were full, I would put them in larger boxes and throw it in the basement. And then when I need it, I can go get it. And actually, I have a whole bunch in the garage. I have to go get and put in the house. So that helps me a lot. This table is a godsend. This was in my chocolate shop. I have to be. My room is like 200 square feet. I do not have a lot of space. So I have to be creative with how I store this stuff because I will go insane. And I'm not throwing it away. It's usable. You know? So this one is from Donna's Doodads. I love my Donna. Donna's one of my BFFs. Oh, she sent me all the stickers. Look at all the stickers. I love it. So we're going to put, this is how I do it. So all of this paper that I just got is now going in the big bin. This is going to go under my table with all my other boxes that I save. If they're large boxes that I'm only going to use, like if somebody buys a whole bunch of stuff, they go in the basement. My husband has talked me into breaking them down. I'm fine. It's fine. I'd rather keep them together. So I do my best to not cut them up. But, you know, sometimes it is what it is. So, all that paper in there. Box over there. Clean counter. I love it. It doesn't last very long. I love this. This is my favorite way for people to package. I don't do this. I should. I used to. But I got into a different way, and so I don't. This is from Donna. It's a cute little Pyrex. To me, in my head, they lose some of their stability when you break them down. Tape, you have strong tape. We all have strong tape. It's going to be fine if you tape it back up. I just needed to get over it. But I'm OCD and, I'm super flexible as long as everything is exactly how I want it to be. So that's the problem I have most of the time is I don't like it. I don't want to do it that way. Like I'm stubborn. I'm a jerk. I'm stubborn. Okay. Honesty. I'm very excited about that. I was excited because it was going to be part of a stack. I had a white Cinderella bowl with the snowflakes, and I sold it yesterday. So I was like, it's not selling. Maybe and then it went. So whatever. Oh, this is from Merriweather. Merriweather Market. I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. These are so fun. I'm keeping one, but I believe these are going to go to a booth. Same with the Pyrex. The Pyrex is going to go to a booth. So these are ornaments. Thank you, Mary, for all the paper. I love it. It's so cost effective to save all of this stuff. It's amazing. It makes me happy. All right. Oh, you know the other thing I did yesterday? Those of you who sell paper, junk journal stuff, that sort of thing. I had some crappy paperbacks taped together, not good. I tried to sell them as is for $3 for people to rip up and tear up and whatever. But nobody wanted them, which is fine. So I did it. I ripped up the books. I put them in bags, and I'm going to break it up into junk journal pouches. I do 1 pound mystery junk journal packs. So I'm excited. It was so refreshing and just, I got so much aggression out. It was so good. So good. All right, you guys ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this. Roar! Look at him. He's amazing. I love dragons. Dragons are freaking awesome. They really are. Gee, me too. So yeah, like you saw, I made ornaments with old book pages. And why not? Why not? Save it. Use it. You can make confetti with it. You can make hay with it. You can do whatever you want with it. I've seen people shred up newspaper and book pages and put them into like clear cello bags, and they use that as like a buffer in packaging. Not saying that that's ideal, but I've seen it done. Dragon! There's 4 of them, Michelle. There's 4 of them. Here's this guy. Look at him. How cool is he with the rocks? He's extra fun. I like him a lot. So we've got orange. We've got fire. Oh, I bet it's fire, earth, water, air. Oh, let's see. Which one's going to open next? I was that kid that went to the store in the mall that had all the pewter wizards with the crystal balls in their claws and stuff like that. Like, that was my favorite store when I was a kid. Loved going. So much fun. Always found something. Loved dragons and wizards and magic. Sword in the Stone is probably one of my favorite animated movies of all time. How can you not love Sword in the Stone? So yeah, I was obsessed with that for a while. Merlin and all that. So, come on! Ooh. Here's the water one. He's cool. They need to be washed. Look at him on the waves. That's awesome. No, these are garbage. And then, let's see, we've got water, fire, earth so far. Let's see what the last one is. Let's find it. Let's see it. What's it gonna be? I need a new blade in my blade. It is so dull. Oh my goodness, it's pink. I would have never thought. Look at that one. That one's cool. Pink crystals, purple-ish dragon. They're really cool. They're resin. They're not anything like super fancy. They're just cool. Like, I have gotten... So I've been in food. I've been in reselling, right? And there's always the people who are like, you got to eat your steak mid-rare. You got to eat your salmon mid-rare. Otherwise, it's not good. Like, it's frustrating because it's not true. You like what you like. I'm a classically trained chef. I know how to cook a steak. I know how to cook a lot of things. I like my meat mid-well. Give me a steak that's mid-well. I'll be very happy. Medium is the lowest I'll go, but I like the burn. I like the char. I like that really cooked texture. I do not enjoy the texture or temperature of undercooked meat. I got made fun of by every person in every kitchen that I ever worked in because I wouldn't eat it mid-rare. You like what you like, whether it's popular or not. And so I buy all kinds of things because it doesn't matter if it's the hip new thing. Like, yes, I will buy paperweights when I find them, but I don't find them that often. I can't do an entire paperweight show. I like these dragons. I know a lot of people also like dragons. So I'm going to sell them because it's something I know people like. I try and be as everybody friendly as possible. Don't tell me what I like, right? Don't tell me what I like. Like I hear people, this happened the other day at one of my booths. A customer asked for, I'm huge on customer service. A customer asked if anyone in the store had snow babies. Snow babies are, again, not the most popular figurine for vintage resellers. They don't really, like on eBay they go okay, but on live sales they're not really big. But people like them, and that's awesome. They were made, people enjoy them, that's great. Guy asked for them. The first thing out of one of the other girls' mouth was, oh my God, those are so ugly. No. No. You just insulted the guy for what he likes. Like, have some common sense, some common courtesy when you talk to people. Everybody likes something different. Just because it's not your cup of tea doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not for you. So it's important that if you talk to people, you don't insult them. And so, like, I took him. I was like, look, let's go look. I'll go look. You go look in this room. I'm going to go look in that room. I'll be right back. And I started looking around, and I couldn't find any. And I said, do you collect them? He goes, yeah, I really like them. I was like, they're cute. Like, they are cute. They're sweet. I'm not going to collect them, but other people do. So you have to, when you say things, it's not your opinion, time for your opinion. It's time for supporting the person in front of you. Right? I don't know. That's how I operate. That's how I think anyway. So, hopefully the guy comes back. Hopefully, because my booth mate, the other girl who shares the room with me, just brought in a bunch of snow babies. And I was like, oh, dude. So, all right. I think we've gone over everything. We went over goals, setting goals, which is very important. And I said what I was doing to be accountable to you guys. So here we go, 2025. As it develops more, I will share more. So maybe next week we can talk about goals again. If there's anything you want to talk about or you want to learn more about, send me a message. I'd love to hear feedback. I've always wondered what it would be like to watch a dragon fly over me, right? How cool would that be? Forget an airplane. How about a belly? A belly breathing fire. That would be nuts. So cool, right? Yeah, I can't. The bloody steaks, I can't. It's a temperature thing and a texture thing. But this comes from a kid who used to eat chudnina like it was going out of style when I was little. Do you guys know what chudnina is? I'm Polish. Big wings. Big wings. That's my dragon. So chudnina is duck's blood soup. And my grandma used to make it all the time. That and borscht she would make religiously. And I would eat the crap out of it because she would put dumplings in it. And so I would have this really dark soup with these delicious dumplings, and she would put prunes in it. I don't remember what else was in there, but I always remember going to the store and getting a quart of duck's blood. And I'd go, Grandma, what's that for? And she's like, oh, don't worry about it. So the fact that I could eat that, but I don't enjoy a bloody steak makes no sense. Right? I'm a conundrum. What can I say? Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just a weird bird. Caca. So, thank you guys. We're going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys being here. Again, if you want to be in the Facebook group, send me a message. I'm on every platform. You know how to direct message me. Right. But here's the thing. I don't think I could eat chutnina today. Because now I know what it is. And even though I'm open-minded to food to a certain extent, I don't think I would enjoy it the same. Yay, Michelle! That's exciting. Thank you. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys, whoever sent a message. I want you to have a fantastic week. I'm manifesting goodness and happiness and fabulous coffee, good parking spots, and great thrift store finds for all of you. So I will see you guys tonight for trivia at 7 o'clock on Knickknacks with Kristen. She's doing, I think, 3 specific movies, Christmas movies tonight. So thanks again. You guys are great. Have a great week. Let's do it.